Hey everybody, welcome to the Melchelle Show.
Woo!
Y'all right.
All right.
Once again,
Yeah.
today you guys, we got Mr. Chef Mitch Earl, right?
Yes,
One and
yes.
only.
Clap that up.
Okay.
Clap that up. Give me a little
One and
applause.
only.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is a very special guest to both myself and my husband because
Yes.
number one, okay, he is really leading the charge with this
Yes.
hydroponics, movement, right?
Yes, it is. It's a
Okay.
movement.
And hydroponics, babe, happens to be one of my favorite STEM
Is it?
pathways. Oh, yes.
Yes.
I'm all about, gardening and taking outdoor agriculture, right, and bringing it inside away from the bugs, okay? So I
In the
am-
heat.
And,
Hey.
and the heat.
We're in the middle of the desert now, right in the heat, right?
There we go. That hard
Las
labor.
Vegas with no heat.
There you go. No hard labor, right? So I'm just really excited about how technology has taken hydroponics to the next level and really has given our community the opportunity, right, to sit at the tables with those millionaire farmers.
Yes.
Now we have the opportunity to become possibly one of them, right?
Yes,
That's it.
we
So,
will be.
there we
Yes,
go.
especially with his whole team. I mean, shout outs to the whole Green Side Up
Yes.
group movement. You guys, I've been working with you guys on this project for about 3-4 months now, and you
Yes.
guys really make me proud as a black STEM professional.
Yes.
You don't come across a lot of black STEM professionals that get the job done, do what they say they're going to do. There's not too many of us in the space, right? So then when you come across folks that are committed with working with their community, right, uplifting the masses through all this revolutionary technology, and they know what they're talking about,
Yeah,
babe,
there you
right?
go.
Right?
Knowledge is key.
Yes. So
Primary.
it's exciting. Mitch, tell us about your vision for this community and what you think we can actually get accomplished here with hydroponics.
Well, now we're going into when you look at Green Side Up.
Yes.
It's been in the makings now for the last 5 years. So it developed from our organization of Youth Outdoor Unity, which is a
Okay.
nonprofit organization here within the valley, and we focus on STEAM learning.
Yeah.
But then we went through the process of knocking down STEAM.
Right, right.
start
Can you
looking
tell the people what STEAM is? Because some of our viewers don't even know what that is, man.
Right.
Excellent. So the way they brought it out was science, technology, engineering, art, and math.
There you go.
But then what we did is we wanted to put a twist on it, which goes through and fits within the community. So we're science, technology, engineering, agriculture.
Ooh,
Hey.
okay.
I like that.
Yeah, you got to start bringing it all
that.
together because food is not only just within the knowledge base; it's also what we take in.
Of course.
Because when you strengthen a person inside and out, then you have a strong, successful individual, and a strong, successful individual builds what? A strong, successful community.
Community.
Yes.
Right.
I like. And I always say, baby, we talk about this all the time, especially in the community. And I'm speaking specifically from the black community standpoint, because that's what I know the most, right? And it's unfortunate that historically we just we don't have the information or the knowledge about nutrition,
Yes.
right?
Awareness. Yeah.
Right? We talk about this all the time, that there's individuals in the community that are suffering from anxiety,
Yes.
suffering from depression,
Yes.
right? Suffering from all type of mental health related issues.
And all they need is a vegetable.
Exactly.
Period.
Right.
No,
Right?
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean-
brain food. Yeah.
No, yes. I mean, I could tell a real testimony, unfortunately, because I didn't get this information, I got high blood pressure, right?
Yeah.
Right? So, once I got educated on that, you start going to shout outs to my wife, because where I come from, we didn't go to the doctor, right? Like, look, I know brothers that got shot and said we got to walk it off and take some aspirin, right? But she got me to the doctor.
Yeah.
Come to find out, I got high blood pressure. They give you one pill, then it leads to another pill. Now I'm taking potassium, and then what ended up I had low potassium. I started taking the medication,
Pressure pill. Yeah.
and it was giving me low potassium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you know me, if you know Melvin, I'm high, energetic, ready to go,
Yes.
5 o'clock in the morning. You know what?
Yes.
And for about a week and a half, I was not myself. I'm walking around here
Crazy.
low.
That was actually
depressed.
pretty scary because, like he said, he's very high energy, and he was just kind of like moving around like a snail. I I was like, what is wrong?
We know we have a big problem.
Yeah, because this dude wakes up like 4 o'clock in the morning with a plan, a strategy. Babe, I got to tell you this. And I'm like, can I go to sleep and then wake up? But no, none of that. I was like, something's not right.
And I'm not knowing what is going on, right? Go to the doctor. I had low potassium. Right, so now this medication is flushing all my potassium. I'm low potassium. I had to go to the emergency room.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But I mean, and that was an eye-opening experience that I can feel like this because, and then literally I don't know how much that emergency visit was. That's another story.
I know that's another
right. But guess what the doctor told me? You just go home, eat some bananas, and get some Gatorade in your system. I'm like, I just paid $5,000 for that. Right.
We should listen to our grandparents. Just rub that tussin. Rub that tussin.
Yeah.
Robitussin.
And that's what the craziest thing, and that's what caused us to get really develop and really move ahead with Green Side Up. Because
Thank you.
I experienced that same thing.
Yeah.
So me having high blood pressure, when I went into, I was just moving around a day. And someone was like kicking on me, was like, man, I don't know what's going on with the day. And I'm like, hey, I'm not feeling good. Once again, the wife.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't even look right. And I'm like, no, I'm cool. Like, she's like, don't pass this emergency room up.
Yeah.
So we go in there, her blood pressure's like 190 over 160.
Oh, wow. Lord have mercy.
And I'm like moving around with a couple of days, same thing, bill come out $6,000. The only thing he tells me like, hey, you need to just cut back on some of the greasy foods. Man, I'm in the hood.
Right. No more
Taking
soul
away
food.
my pork chop sandwiches.
Yeah.
But it started letting us know is your food is your medicine.
Yes.
Every
There we go.
pill that they gave, is stimulated to another pill.
Yeah.
And it was like, we got to get the community away from that.
Yeah.
And so that's what our biggest push, from tower to table to your food is your
Now
medicine.
you hear that? Look, tower to table one more time.
Tower to table
Tower
is
to
the
table.
movement.
Hey, that's gonna be my next song. Okay.
Now the tower to table. Can you and let me know? This is an exclusive right here. This is a project coming out of the Nevada Partners Choice Neighborhood STEM Center of Excellence. I'm the STEM program manager here, so this will be one of our career pathways. So you're going to get exclusive updates here on the Melchelle podcast regarding this project. So next episode, we're going to really do the world premiere of these towers, right? We're going to give the visual on the big screen about what these towers actually look like. But in your own words, Mitch, paint the picture to the community when you say, because when you say tower to table, people's like, what a tower? What you talking about, right?
Yeah.
Break it down what the tower is and what that consists of.
So basically what it is we are a vertical farming team. We're diverse anywhere from being a chef, specializing in agriculture, and then we have agents in each one of those components. But you can't go through and develop that by yourself. So that's why forming that partnership up with Nevada Partners, we're able to go through and develop our own youth. STEM agriculture team, urban farmers. We start talking about farmers, you're like, oh man, you're gonna have a big hat on.
Yeah, you can be out hard labor.
I'm not trying to do so. A lot of youth are like, I'm not trying to go out and do those type of things. But when you start building in technology, then you start seeing how you can connect the dots, and then now you're growing on your cell phone or your electronic
talking
device.
their language.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, you're saying I can move through here, and I can see how my towers are doing. Oh, I'm low on iron today, so let me go.
That's amazing.
So you're able to go through and do that. Not only that, you can actually go through and like, well, I need another dose of iron because the iron is low. Hit a couple buttons on your cell phone, and you're like, okay, I'm done with that for today.
Yeah.
But your growth is in not only just in the knowledge base, but your growth is how you're seeing your food turn. Now, here go the amazing thing about tower to table.
Okay.
Our traditional farming takes, let's say, example, just with romaine lettuce.
Yeah.
Takes you anywhere from 4 to 5 months.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Tower to table movement, we're able to do it within 16 to 20 days.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Hold
There
on.
we go.
What?
There we
Push it
go.
to you.
Give me a little something. Alarm. Where's
Bomb drop or
where's
something.
where's the bomb at?
There we go. Okay.
20 days.
20 days.
that's
20 days
amazing.
tops, we are eating.
Yeah.
And then I bet that this is a game changer
Yes.
in the middle of the desert. See, we take it for granted that we're literally in the middle of a desert and we're in a water crisis.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, if you don't know about Lake Mead, you need to see what's going
Google
on
it.
out there. Google it and get because it's crazy right now, right? It is crazy right now. This is I think they already made it a national emergency, right? This is a national emergency. People don't know that. Now, could you, Mitch, break down how hydroponics can actually help with this water crisis that we're in, right? Because doesn't it help with the whole water saving and all, right?
Excellent question, because
Well, hydro. Hydro.
There you go.
the thing that you got to love about it is we're able to go through and recycle 99%.
Woo!
There you go.
Where else can you go and do that?
So those few gallons that are, I don't know how many gallons in a tower, they're
the basin of
recycling
it-
over and over.
So the basin of it is 15 gallons.
Okay.
A basin for it. And then it just goes through and has a pump in it, and it just recycles the water. So then some people might ask, well, the water, it evaporates, which is true.
Okay.
But then how do you go through and keep it cool? So you start thinking of a running river.
Right.
It stays freezing cold. You can't just go and just jump in without like, oh man, I'm almost losing, because it's constantly running.
Right.
Okay.
That's what the tower does. Every 15 minutes, it's constantly running the water through and watering straight to the roots to where it's giving it the proper nutrients.
Oh, wow.
So how do we grow? We grow as human beings with the proper nutrients. If you don't get the proper nutrients, what happens? It stunts your growth.
Right.
you
Start
go.
to grow.
You see?
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. We
We're all
excited. Go
excited
ahead.
It's like, like, man, which way I go? I'm playing tennis.
Yeah, that is amazing. So, Mr. Mitch, are you saying that you can actually be anywhere in the world now? Okay, you could be
that's a good
in
point.
Iceland. You could be in New York City. You could be here in the desert, right? And really start your hydroponic journey, right?
That's what the amazing thing about this
That's a good
journey
point,
is. You can
yeah.
go through and you can grow 24/7 all over the world.
That's amazing.
So even if you don't have, some people say, well, I don't have 2 or 3 acres to go through and grow. It only takes you no more than 30 to
Right.
100 square feet.
Oh, wow.
Within 100 square feet, 100 to 200 square feet, you can end up getting over 1.5 acres of land growing within just the 200 square feet.
Wow. I did have a question. I don't know if this, is sufficient or if it makes sense, but can you have a whole hydroponic system like somewhere in your house, like in your basement or in your kitchen? Because I kind of want a hydroponic dream kitchen.
Well, I just love these wonderful questions. Did y'all take our time?
We freestyling. Look, this is
That's the thing I love about where we stand, because that's how life is. Life is about sustainability.
Okay.
So you can go through and adjust your home with the stability of growing whatever you want to grow in the likes of your home, just in a small 2 foot by 2 foot, 3 foot by 3 foot area in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You can start growing your own farm. And it's enough in that one tower, a 6-foot tower, it can go through and feed a family up to 10
yeah.
See.
with just that one tower, and then have enough to go through and share. You remember how in the scriptures it was going through sharing,
Oh,
where
don't
we used
bring
to
up
go through,
scripture. Yeah.
and you're able to live, and then you're able to go through and live for yourself, but then you're able to go through and leave some
Yeah.
for others to
For
come
others.
through,
Yeah.
to go
That's
through and
amazing.
build off of that. So we're able to do the same thing with those towers.
And I'm telling you, man, a couple more dollars, man. I need to get a little bit more money, but a couple more dollars, I may be a doomsday prepper, right? Because I mean, it's just crazy when you think, I think like this, but
Yes.
my wife knows that. But it's just crazy to know how vulnerable we actually
Really
really are.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when you think that, especially us in the desert, right? I remember in one of your guys' presentation from Green Side Up, you guys were talking about, I don't know, but you can enlighten us about how all our food is coming from outside of Nevada, right? Like we're so dependent and relying on other communities, right? Other states to ship in their produce for us.
Yeah.
That if the I-15, something was like, remember Alec was saying if the I-15 shut down or
down,
something,
yeah.
like we would only have a food supply for X amount of hours or something.
So where that goes
crazy.
is our main interest into Nevada is I-15,
Yeah,
north
yeah.
and south.
Yeah.
So if anything was to happen to that main highway, because all our lettuce, romaine lettuce, and
Yeah.
everything comes from Arizona.
Yes.
So if anything happens within those 2 areas and we shut down, we only have enough food to only allow us to last anywhere from 3 to 5 days.
Oh,
For the
my
whole,
goodness.
for the
Whole
whole,
valley.
for the whole valley.
Now,
That's
mind
crazy.
you, when we looked at that data, right, that's before pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Now going into the pandemic, and then how much we having more people to move into the
Yes.
valley, it cuts down our days even more than that.
So you're saying we got a water crisis,
Yeah.
and then we have a food desert crisis, and then I remember in the presentation, y'all were saying that. See, the West Side, West Las Vegas,
Right.
North Las Vegas community, right? They always, we know, okay, if you don't know, that's a food desert, right? A
Yes.
food desert, I think, is like anywhere like if it takes 2 to 3 miles or
Miles,
something
yeah.
like
Within a
that
2 mile
get
radius.
Grocery store.
within a 2 mile. Yeah, if you're outside of that 2 mile radius of a grocery store, you're classified as a food desert. But what I loved about
Tragic.
y'all last presentation was, and y'all crushed it when you guys said, well, all those new condos downtown
Okay.
that the rich folks is staying up in,
Period.
they're classified as a food desert too. And that was like, I was like, oh, that's genius. See, because now when you make this not a class issue,
Right.
right, this is a regional issue,
Right.
right? That's a game changer. How vulnerable we are
All are.
to
Yes.
this situation.
All over the world. So it's not only just here, it's all over the world because
Yeah.
you look at how much construction and they're building upwards.
Right.
So if you're building upwards, but then you're not building a sustainability of food
Right.
within that same area where you're building at.
Right.
See, because when you start building upward, I mean, you're containing more people
Right.
in that area.
Yes.
But you're not providing a source for them to go through and connect into
Right.
to be able to be sustainable. And then no matter where you are, you actually have food being transported in. And when you transport it in, what does that do? You actually got to go through and stop the life system
Right.
of what you're actually eating.
Right.
You had to cut it off in order for it to make it to the destination.
Right.
So that means now, for an example, we're having something shipped into Las Vegas.
Yes.
They stop the life growth of that lettuce, tomatoes, oranges, apple. They stop it 5 to 10 days out
Wow.
to make it to you, which is on a 2-day journey.
Right.
Which then sits into another warehouse for another 2 days.
Wow.
Which then moves over to the store for another 2 days.
Right, right.
Which then, when you finally decide to go to the store, 4 or 5 days later.
Right.
You have about 2.5 weeks
Yeah.
that food has already been sitting,
Yeah.
and it now it's on the edge of its life.
Right.
Dang.
You see what I mean? So are we trying to run different ones, organizations, or big corporation stores out of business? No. We just want to be an asset. We want to enhance them
Right.
to go local, because that way local we can sustain some of the things, but we're not trying to take over all the things.
Right.
So that way we're not seen to be as a threat. So we're putting it out there now.
Yeah.
We are
just
not
improve,
a threat.
right?
Yeah, we're
Improve,
just
scale
enhancing.
you in a more healthier,
Yes.
economic way.
Accessible.
Yeah,
See,
accessible.
when you start making things accessible, that's what they start doing with 7-Elevens.
Yeah.
If you look within any food desert
Yep.
area, you have a 7-Eleven at each corner.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
And when you look at a 7-Eleven, what they having in there? About 1 or 2 bananas.
Yep.
yeah.
Processed food.
Processed food, and then that's how, especially in the low income areas, that's how they
Yeah.
go through and captivate them. They give them processed food, a whole lot of greasy and starch,
Yeah.
and once you start combining all that, what do you have? Diabetic, because that's going to be the next pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being a diabetic, going through high blood pressure. So you
Yep.
start streaming all that around. We need to start connecting in something, connecting those dots to food insecurity, and food is your medicine.
And when those are the high risk populations during the pandemic,
Yes.
right? So now when you start understanding that, okay, we have the potential, we have one pandemic, you don't know, so much stuff coming down, right? Now you're putting your community's more vulnerable to any
Right.
other susceptible illness
Right.
because your community is trending in those areas of high diabetes and high blood pressure and all these other food-related
Right.
issues, right? So this is a huge opportunity, and now let's talk about the dollars and cents of it, because we got real entrepreneurs.
I was waiting for that. Let's
Look,
let's
we got
switch
real
to the
hustlers.
money. The money.
Put your money where your
Okay.
mouth is.
So I really think, babe, and you can. You remember we were talking about the double buck. What was it?
Yeah, so double up bucks.
The double up bucks. Can you
Double up
break that down again?
So basically, what Double Up Bucks does is they go through, and every store has it.
Right.
Because those are the ones that are receiving a SNAP. And when you're receiving SNAPs in your local grocery stores, a meat market, wherever you are,
Right.
what it does is now it encourages that community in 2 ways. Now you're able to go through is when that person is actually using their SNAP.
Yes.
And they're doing a checkout. When they get a checkout line, and it comes up on the system, hey, Melvin, go ahead and go back and then get you $20 worth of any fresh produce that you would like to have.
So
that's
for those of
amazing.
y'all don't know, SNAP benefits are what old school used to call food stamps.
stamps, right.
I come from that. I remember Granny used to hand me the food
whole
stamp
book.
dollars. Right.
I thought I was rich with the book. Matter of fact, I was fanning myself with
Yeah.
the books. They're like, oh,
Now it's
man.
just digital. Yeah. Which
Yeah,
makes
that-
it more interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So if I have $20, $40 of these SNAP benefits, right? Of this food money, right? Now I could go into the grocery store, and if I spend 40, now they're going to match that, and now I can get $40. If I buy $40 worth of produce, right? then I can get another $40 worth of produce.
No, it's even better than that.
Oh, okay.
You just shopping. You just shopping. Period.
Right.
What?
So you might go through and you walk up. You don't have no produce.
No produce.
You don't have no produce in your basket. You're just doing your regular shopping with your
What?
stamps, with your food stamps. Once you get up there and you got your meats and your canned goods and your
Yeah.
baby food and all of that, as you're checking out, you don't have no produce. Melvin,
Yeah.
$20. Go ahead and go with $20. Whatever produce you would like to have.
Oh, man.
Add it on top.
Can we get a round of applause for that? 'Cause that's government. Shout outs to Uncle Sam for that one. Okay,
So a lot of ones that passed up a lot of people because they just didn't know. So a lot of ones are feeling, well, I have to spend $40. No, you've already been spending money within that location every day. It just built up to where now you're able to go through and qualify because like, hey, you know what? I would thank you to you coming and shopping in this local store because now what that does, it keeps the money within the community.
Right.
Yes.
Because now the government is giving that store location that money back to them and said, hey, you don't even worry about it. We're going to give you monies to go through and just give it out to them free.
So green side up.
Well,
sir.
I
Go
have a
ahead.
question.
Go ahead.
So, Mr. Chef Mitch, do you think that hydroponics now is a way to practice, for us to practice as a community group economics?
Ooh, okay.
Oh, boy.
You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
got some fire.
man, I'm
Yeah.
I had to get that out.
She getting her hip hop Oprah on right now. You know what I mean? She leading in with these questions. Go ahead.
So that's what we're trying to develop, because you think about when you start talking about a group economics.
Yes.
How do we go through and sustain each other together? So
There you
this
go.
allows us to go through and get to that same platform, and we're actually trying to structure things in a way to where we can get it within that group funding process.
Yes.
To where you can go through and pitch in, because what happens is it allows us with that one concept, right, to where you can feed a full family of 20 or 30 or 100 families at a time with that, because it allows us to go through and purchase multiple towers. You don't have to worry about keeping it in your home,
Yeah.
but it allows you to come and sustain your home by receiving food at least about twice or 3 times out of the month.
So and
wow, that's amazing.
And what this business model does is we're taking the youth,
Yes.
There you
right,
go.
from the community, and we're training them in a STEM career.
Okay.
Right, which is that in itself. If we just stop there, right,
Right.
that's a championship moment. But we're not only stopping there, and then we're saying, okay, and you guys are going to work in your community and grow these hydroponics crops,
There you go.
and we're gonna sell them to the local grocerer.
Game changer.
Right, and we're gonna have the individuals from our community, the same community these youth come from, go into the store and buy produce so we can change our diet and our nutrition. So we're creating jobs and we're attacking the nutritional issues in our
All
community.
at the same time.
Come on.
Perfect incentive. Perfect incentive.
See, that's how you get a
man.
win-win community. Because
Okay.
now you're winning. See, now the community really understands a part of winning.
Yes.
See, so not winning just on just the numbers game, winning on health,
There you go.
and winning on financial literacy,
Yeah.
and winning on how you go through and create your own business
And don't
amazing.
forget we tackling some of those water crisis issues too
at the
Yeah.
same time.
at the same time, right? 'Cause,
Well, I didn't want to take all of it.
Well,
You bring too much excitement to the table. We gotta take the house
we
for
gotta
it.
say something next time, right?
Right.
Well, I did want to know why you put chef in front of your name, Mr. Mitch.
Oh yeah, that's
Chef.
a good one. That's a
Hey,
good
Yeah.
so
Earl.
going into the pandemic, it ended up teaching me a lot of different things, and I was like, you have to come out of this pandemic better than you went in.
Yes.
Okay.
So then
Oh,
I wanted
God.
to understand my food,
Okay.
because being in a pandemic, you had to start being creative for
Yeah.
2.5 years. You can't just go through and just boil water and hey, I got some noodles going.
Yeah.
You got to be creative every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
So being a chef now, it allows me to go through and really understand the science
Yes.
and really get that understanding of that science of food, and then it go through. You can implement that not only for yourself.
Right.
So now I become a standard chef for my community,
Right.
and then I develop that mindset within my community, because now it educates them both in the process of what you grow is what you eat,
Yes.
Right.
and then what you eat is what you become.
Yes.
Right. There
And-
you go.
So if you start connecting all those dots together, then that's what the key factor of being a chef is. So that's why now I received my degree in food medicine.
Clap
Okay,
that
clap
up.
that
Yeah.
I think I want a degree in food medicine. Yeah.
So going to the school of Augusta Escoffier has been amazing. It's an online class that allows me to go through and really get a beat of the drum.
Right.
And then it allows me to develop myself to go within a community
Right.
and start getting more community service within local restaurants. And then one of the key players for me has been a Vegas vegan kitchen.
Oh, wow.
They are primary, because it's all about vegan, understanding
Right.
food to a full degree, and then other different restaurants that actually came together in the culinary industry to go through and get that support.
Well, I know. Well, I'm not a chef, but I
Hey,
like
come
to
on,
think
you
that
do
I
your
am.
thing, though.
Okay.
You do your thing, though. Yeah.
But I'm not accredited yet. I'm husband accredited.
Right.
But what we've been trying, like you said, the pandemic really made us try different things, right? And so with Melvin having high blood pressure, I don't keep putting you on the spot, but
No, I'm a poster child. No, they gotta know.
you gotta
Yeah.
you know, just researching some things, watermelon and making watermelon juice. It loosens up those blood vessels and, allows the oxygen and blood to flow through. So we've been doing a lot of the watermelon juicing in our house. And
Let me go ahead.
go ahead.
I'm telling y'all right now. I'm looking. Is my camera right here? Y'all sleeping on cauliflower.
Oh, we
Y'all
love
sleeping
that.
on? Oh, yeah. Are they sleeping, bitch?
They are big time. Big
Yeah.
time. Yeah. And not only that, with dandelions too. Dandelions.
Oh, okay. Put us up on game. I don't know about no
Dandelions, too, is another one.
dandelions.
If you
I was
go
looking
through,
up
it's
dandelions.
for high blood pressure. It actually brings it down. It's all natural part. And beet juice.
Beet juice.
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of ones don't really like beet juice, but then you go through and you start with the
I
reason
do.
why we don't like beet juice is because our palate. We trained our palates
Yeah.
over years to not like anything that's actually going through nurture for us.
Right.
See, but-
So when we come back on the show, I'm gonna have some different juices.
Oh, wait! I got a great testimony. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, because beet juice just kind of warmed my heart, really, because I had a great aunt that lived till she was like 105, I think, because of beet juice.
Yes.
That was her carrot juice and beet juice was her secret sauce.
See, but y'all, and that's good. And I'm great.
105.
But I was talking about cauliflower. Don't get it twisted. I'm talking about your palate, with your taste buds. What you can do with
Yes.
cauliflower. I done had some vegan cauliflower hot wings,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this is crazy.
Oh man.
This is crazy, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's good. It just tastes good, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the vegan community that we don't know, especially in the Black community. That if you get exposed to it,
Yeah.
you'll change your life.
change
You'll be
it.
like,
It
man, I
changes
can
a
get
lot.
down like this. I didn't even
cauliflower-
know this was this
You can
good.
get cauliflower steaks.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh, no, we haven't
amazing.
had that. That's a game changer.
Hey, see once again, look at it. Ooh.
What about a
Yeah.
lamb chop? He likes lamb chops.
Lamb chops are good. Lamb chops are good, but you just want to go through. You want to grill it.
Yes.
Is a whole lot better than doing the frying.
yeah. I'm done with the frying and all that. Now, and every now and then she's a little temptress and she gets some fried.
Oh, what?
She gets some
Throw
fried-
me under the bus. Can we get like a roll sound?
She go get some fried chicken wings from the grocery store to tell me how you supposed to have that.
No.
Smelling.
No, look.
smelling like-
That he asked for it, okay?
But learning how to just base your food a whole lot when you're cooking. It actually takes that grease, so you start getting with the olive oil and you start getting
Yeah,
a lot
she
of
get
butter.
yep.
Yeah.
When you start doing those type of things and using a lot of herbs when
Yeah.
you're cooking, so it actually cuts back on. It gives you that flavor, but it takes away from a lot of salt.
Yeah.
So now, when we start talking more into these different programs, we are seeing we have different things that we can grow that gives you sugar,
Yeah.
and you don't have to use actual sugar.
Yeah.
Right.
And we
That
have different
sweetness.
things that goes through different herbs that go through and give you that salt taste without having a whole lot of
Yeah.
salt. But you're only doing like a little couple of sprinkles to it.
Well, that's very informative for me because I'm a sugar girl. I love sugar, like sweets, cakes, all that. And so we are really trying to cut back. And my whole thing is you have to have something to put in place of it so that you're successful in that transition. And so you're letting us know today that it's possible, right? for us to have baked goods that are kind of healthy.
Yeah, well, you see, I like the way she slid the I'm looking forward to it. Hey, we're gonna grow this thing together, so I love it.
And then look, so you got to promise the audience you're coming back in the next few weeks, and what you already said we're bringing some juice.
So we're bringing some different juice. We're gonna educate you on what juicing is.
So we're gonna do some juice, right? We're gonna actually have some footage of the tower so they can get a visual, because seeing is believing.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is an ongoing partnership with Green Side Up, and you guys are gonna be from ideal to execution. You're gonna be able to see what we just talked about on this podcast come to life. So
Hey
go
guys,
along with.
it's Miss Valentine here, and I just wanted to pop up on you and interrupt our podcast. To what Mr. Valentine just said, I just can't simply wait, right? I'm so excited. Check out this next video because I'm talking hydroponics and all the exciting things that we have to come. So check it out. I'll see you later. Bye. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Miss Valentine here, and I am looking for women in business / entrepreneurs, or perhaps both. Well, you know those STEM jobs that everyone keeps saying are the jobs and the careers of the future? Well, here at Choice Biz Group, we'll be offering free training in something called hydroponics. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Hydroponics. Isn't that cool? Well, I bet you're asking, what is hydroponics? Well, hydroponics is being able to grow those green, leafy vegetables and fruit without soil. Again, all it is taking outdoor agriculture and bringing it inside. Yes, you'll be able to grow your tomatoes, all the things that you love, guys, inside your home. Isn't that cool? And you can learn it here at choicebizgroup.com for free. All right. So if you're interested, if you're a woman in business or entrepreneur, you need to tap in, guys. Make sure you go to choicebizgroup.com. That's right. Follow the link. Leave all your information, your name, number, and address, and someone will call you back. I can't wait to contact you. I can't wait to speak with you. I'm looking at the future, guys. Oh, and it looks oh so bright. Don't miss out on your opportunity. I'll see you soon. Bye.